2, 3, funky.
Hi, this is Tyler Moore, and this video is going to be a little bit different than my other videos, and I think it's much better because I'm going to show you how to make almost any WordPress website.
Now we're ready.
I'm also going to be showing you other people's websites so you can get inspiration and ideas and combine it with your website so that you can make the perfect website for yourself. I'm super excited. Let's do this.
So this is the PDF plan on how to create your website, and you can download it in the description below this YouTube video. So just go ahead and click on the download the website checklist PDF, and we can click on the save button at the top right here, or we can go to file and save page as and save it to our desktop.
In this video, there's about 30 different sections that you need to complete in order to complete the video. They are all marked on this website checklist. So once you do them, just check them off. It's as easy as that. You can also mark these off on your computer. Just check them off, then go to File and Save. I like to save it to my desktop so I'm always reminded to keep progressing through the video. After each section is completed, I play for you guys a random home video clip. This is just me and my family having fun and playing around. The content of the video is not important at all. What is important is that it acts as a reminder. It's a reminder to check off the checklist. You are done with another section. It's also a reminder to get up, breathe, do some jumping jacks. This will help you remember all the content better. After you get up and shake it off and check off the checklist, if you want to skip the home videos, all you have to do is click here. This will work if you're on a desktop, but if you're on a mobile device, then you have to just fast forward just a little bit.
And we can minimize this window right here. And let's just drag the checklist so that we can see it. All right, now that it's right here, we can double click and open it up. And here it is. And now that we've downloaded it, we can check off download or print checklist. So we've done that. And then we can go to File and Save, and it will save our progress. So now when we come back to this, maybe tomorrow or the next day, I mean, I'm sure you're not stopping right now, but when you come back to it, you can see how far along you are in your progress. Also, if you click on any of these, if I click on Introduction right now or Download or Print Checklist, it will go to that exact section in the video. So for an example, if you are checking off all of these and now you want to install WordPress, all you have to do is click on Install WordPress and it will open up to the video in that exact section. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we're about to start in just a second, but now let's go over what we're going to learn. So we've done the introduction, so you can check that off. We've downloaded or printed the checklist, so we can check that off. Next, we're going to get your hosting and domain name. Your domain name is the same thing as your website name. So Google's domain name is google.com, Facebook's domain name is facebook.com. Your domain name might be yourname.com or yourbusiness.com. Then we're going to get your hosting. And hosting is a computer that's on 24 hours a day that holds all of your website content. So if you only had a name, but you didn't have any hosting, then when someone went to your website, it would come up blank. There would be no place to store all of your information. So it's a computer that's on 24 hours a day that has super fast internet connection so that your website loads up and is really fast and can be seen by the world. Your domain name and hosting are the only things that cost money in the entire process, and there's no way of getting around it because you have to buy your website name and you have to get hosting or the computer that's on 24 hours a day that holds all of your information. And it costs about $10 a month, which is a really good deal to have a worldwide audience. After we do that, we're going to install WordPress. It's super easy. It's just like installing a program on your computer. Then we're going to create your website, and we're going to log in and change password and create a logo and make pages and create your home page and do the menus and set up a store and set up your email, and then we're going to be done. Congratulations. So that's all of the things that you need to do in order to create your website. But the next thing that we need to do is get our domain name and hosting. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can do that at hostgator.com. That's hostgator.com. And this is my favorite host. I've been using them for about 11 years. I think, since I was 19. And I really like them. 24-hour support. There's thousands and thousands of hosting companies, but obviously I haven't tried them all. But this is one that I really like, and you got to be careful with ones that are really bad because it can make creating a website really hard. So once you have gone to hostgator.com, you want to click on web hosting and make sure not to click on anything else. So you don't need cloud hosting or WordPress hosting or reseller or VPS or dedicated. You really just want to do web hosting because it is the best one to do. It is the least expensive, and you can always upgrade later to higher plans for free. But you want to do the one that I'm using here, so it's the same as my tutorial. Once you create your website, you can always upgrade to any of these other ones. But I really just recommend doing web hosting. It's what I still have, and it really works perfectly. And now we are presented with 3 plans: the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. The business plan right now is just way too much, and really so is the baby plan. And this is because you can always upgrade at any time. But let me explain the difference between the hatchling plan and the baby plan. The difference between these 2 plans is the baby plan, you can do unlimited domain names. So you can do like yourwebsite.com, your mom's website.com, your friend's website.net. So you can have as many domain names on the same hosting as you want. The business plan just has all this extra stuff that you really don't need right now. And the hatchling plan is only a single domain name. So like yourwebsite.com. You can only have that, but you can upgrade at any time. So everyone, I think, should go with the hatchling plan, unless you know just right off from the start you're going to make more than one website. Then go with the baby plan. But since it's the least expensive and it's everything that you need, I would just go with the hatchling plan. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. All right, so just go ahead and click sign up now. All right, and now we can say I already have a domain name, which if you already have a domain name from somewhere like GoDaddy, then you can click on that. Or we can register a new domain name. I don't have a domain name yet, so I'm going to register a new domain name or website name. It's the same thing. So I'm just going to put in a random domain name, 5 of 100, because only 5 people out of 100 will finish this video. So it's dedicated to you 5 of 100. Good job. So we added it, and then it's going to check to see if it's available or not. Sometimes your domain name is not available because there's a lot of people out there and they take your name or whatever. So sometimes you need to get a little creative with it. I don't think you need all the .website, .org, .me, .info, .co or anything like that. I think that is just a waste of money and it doesn't really matter. A lot of times these companies, they try to obviously make money and they want you to buy all of them, but really you don't need to do that. I'm going to uncheck domain privacy protection. When you have a website, anyone can look up your information. They can type in my domain name and look up my phone number and address. Some people don't want that, so they do a privacy protection where it protects your contact information. I trust people, so I'm going to check that off, but really it's up to you. Now we have the plans. We have the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. Make sure it is on the hatchling plan. Unless you know that you're going to do more than one domain name, then do the baby plan. And now it's asking us how many months do we want to do it for. So we can go month to month, and it's a little more expensive. It's less than $10 a month, but I'll give you a coupon code in a second for that. So it's less than all of these prices right here. But if you do 36 months at a time, if you pay like upfront 36 months or 24 months, then it gives you a better deal. But you pay more upfront. So if you do like month to month, it's less upfront, but you're paying a little bit more in the long run. I still do month to month. I don't know why. I should do like 6 months, 12 months, 24 months at a time, but it's really up to you. If you want to save more, then do longer. But if you want to spend the least upfront, then do shorter amount. All right, then it's going to ask for your username. So just type it in here and type in whatever you want, and security pin. I'm going to be blurring this out because I'm going to really be using all of my information. Even though I've signed up already, I don't want them to have changed things and for the tutorial to be different. So they're always upgrading their system and changing things. So this is the newest version of how to do things. So I am signing up again for you guys, and I will probably cancel it in a little while. But yeah, this is just so that you guys can see how to really sign up. So just enter in all of your information, and you can pay by credit card or PayPal. Yeah, pretty simple stuff to sign up. They make it pretty easy. Once you enter in all of your credit card information, we can scroll down and there's different services. So protect your website from hackers. I don't think we need that right now because we can always get it later. So you could get email from Google. I don't think we need that. We can have automatic backups. We don't really need that. I think they back up for you automatically, so we really don't need that. When we scroll down, it's going to say that the monthly cost is $23.90, but you know that is not true because I have a coupon code that will get you much cheaper than that. So you can type in save code, that's SAVECODE, and press validate, and we can see that it goes down to $10 and then jumps back up to $13. So what happened there? Well, what happened is they added in the hacking monitor again, so just unclick that and it should go down to $10.37. So this is for your domain name and this is for your hosting, and it will be around $10 a month. Unless you bought it in bulk, then it will be less than that, $5 a month or $6 a month on average. Once you do that, make sure everything is good, and when you enter in save code, that is the biggest code that you can get, and it is my coupon code, so I really appreciate if you add that in. It helps me make these free tutorials and I get credit for it, so I really appreciate that. We can check that we have everything 24/7 365 support, money back guarantee, blah blah blah. All right, click I have read and agreed to the terms of service and click checkout now. Once we do that, it says get ready, we're setting up your account, and they are building your HostGator account right now. So that's going to take a little while. It could take a few minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. You just have to wait for them to do that. So I'm going to speed up this video a little bit so I'm not wasting all y'all time. Once we do that, it's going to say thank you for your order. Your order is complete, and now we're in their customer portal. So really we are done signing up for HostGator. We've gotten our domain name and hosting. So this is pretty easy stuff, as you can see.
Yay, Charlie! Go Speed Racer! Go Speed Racer! Da-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, Batman! Yeah! Vroom, vroom, vroom! Vroom, vroom, vroom! Yeah, buddy!
The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to install WordPress. So to do that, you're already at the right spot. So just go ahead and click on hosting. And sometimes it doesn't work. It says hosting is only accessible for shared cloud sites or WordPress hosting packages. It's just because the account is new and it hasn't got a chance to set it all up in the back end for you. So try to click refresh. If that doesn't work, go to my account and then just go back to hosting. There we are. It works. And again, we are installing WordPress now. So just scroll down and find launch quick install. So just click that. We're launching quick install. This is the easy way to install WordPress, and just click on WordPress and select your domain name. So there's our domain name, 5 of 100, and make sure this is blank because we don't want to install WordPress on a subdirectory. We don't want it to be on yourwebsite.com/something. We want people just to be able to go to your website and see WordPress. All right, then just click next and fill in all of this information, and we can change this later. So we can change this blog title later. I'm just going to put 5 of 100. Put your, business name. Put your admin user. I just like to put my name because I can remember it, and type in your first name, last name, and email address. So there's my email address. And then scroll down, and there's a little checkbox. You have to agree to the terms of service and click install now. Now we can see that it is installing, and the installation is done. And right here we have all of our installation details. So we have the name of our website, our username, and our password. So we need to keep this information safe. So go ahead and just highlight it and copy it, or print it out even. And don't click the website link yet, because if you do, you're never going to be able to get back to this page again. So what you want to do is you want to right click and you want to open link in new tab. That way it won't close your current window right now. It'll just open up a new window. As you can see, your website is not going to work right now, and that's because your website needs a couple of hours, because you just bought it, in order for it to work all across the world. So it's gonna take a few hours. It's called propagate to go to Japan and to Europe, and it's basically traveling all around the world right now, and that takes a couple of hours. So it could take 2 hours, it could take as much as 24 hours, but usually it doesn't take 24 hours anymore. It used to take up to 2 days, but they have upgraded things on the internet. So it'll take you probably 2 hours, maybe less, maybe a little bit more, but around 2 hours. So it's not going to work right now yet if you just bought it. So I'm going to take a break right now and go to the beach. So I will see you guys pretty soon, and then we'll continue this tutorial. Alright, so I waited a couple of hours and I am back now. So now I'm going to check my website again. And again, I'm going to right click on it, or if you're on a Mac, hold Control and click on it, and then press open link in new tab. Once we do that, we can see now the website has traveled across the entire world and is working. It may not work in every location, but it'll probably work in your location in just a couple of hours. So it'll work in the entire world in 24 hours. So when we click on it, we're going to see website coming soon. This is our website right now, but we have to log in. Where do we log in? You go to yourwebsite.com/WP-admin. That's how you log in to administer your website. So that stands for WordPress Administrator. And we're going to enter our username or email. And our username, again, is Tyler. Yours probably isn't Tyler, unless your name is Tyler. And your password is, whatever it is. So just copy it and paste it right in there. Then press login. All right, now we are logged into the dashboard. So this is where the magic happens. This is the back end of your website. That's pretty cool.
anymore. Woo. Yay.
And we can check our website by hovering over this on the top right here and clicking on Visit Site. And this is what our website looks like, the regular WordPress installation. Yours may look a little bit different if they've updated this, but it'll pretty much look very basic and plain and not exactly how we want it to look. A lot of people charge a lot of money just to get somebody here. They'll charge $500 and then they'll give them the login and say, oh, you're on your own, which isn't very nice. And it's really not that hard. You guys just save yourself a lot of money by doing this. So that's pretty cool. Up here is the admin bar, and this is only there if you're logged in. So if you're administrating the website, your users don't see this. And here you can go and get back into the dashboard, or you can log out. You could do all types of things here. So this is only available when you're the administrator and you're logged in. We can just go back to the dashboard by hovering over this and clicking on dashboard. All right, so now we are back.
Wait.
What, I'm not going to take a real bite out of
Okay,
it.
take a bite out of it. Now everyone's gonna eat that. How do you feel about that?
Great.
Once we are in the back end, the first thing that I like to do is to change my password because I can't remember that crazy password that they gave me. So to do that, click on users and just click on your username, whatever it is. Then scroll down all the way to the bottom and click generate password, and then we're going to actually enter in our own, but I'm going to hide it. So here it goes, and then press update profile. And now that we've done that, our old password doesn't work anymore, and this is our new password, our own password to our website, something that's really easy to remember. Our username's easy to remember, and so this doesn't apply anymore. Our new password applies, so we can exit out of that. And we can actually exit out of this too. So we're all done with those things, and now we're going to work on our website. Alright, the next thing that we're going to do just to make sure everyone is on the same page is update or change your permalinks. So to do that, we want to go to settings, then permalinks. You can see that it has ourwebsite.com/index.php/year, and this is how our links are structured. So if I go to my website and I click on Hello World, we can see that it has our website name /index.php/2016. The 2016 is fine because that tells us when our blog post was done, but you don't want this index.php here, right? So that's super weird. So how do we change this so this index.php is not here? In order to do that, we go to our permalinks and just click on post name instead of custom structure. Then press save changes. Now once we do that, if we refresh here, we can see that it takes out that index.php. And that's because you don't want, if you make an about page, it would be /about, right? You don't want /index.php/about. That looks super unprofessional, and that's not what any other website does. If we go to apple.com and we go to their about, it just has apple.com/about. It doesn't have apple.com/index.php about. You also can change this to numbers, but you don't want that either because then it's like instead of /about, it's /p = 1 2 3. And you don't want that either. So I just like clicking on post name and pressing save changes. So that's how you update your permalinks. It's much better for the search engines to find you like that instead of by a name and instead of /index.php.
So what are you thinking?
So, we moved into this house and I want to make the garden really nice. So we went to Home Depot today, and this is what I'm thinking. Thinking this will go into this pot. I really love these. I think they're gonna go in the front yard. There's 2 of them. I love the blooms. Then these, I thought they were called donkey tails, but they're actually called joey paws, which is much more appealing than donkey tails. Those are gonna go along that wall, like fill in. I want more. Then I have that plant in the corner. I'm gonna take that out, and I'm gonna transplant it, make it something pretty with some of these, and put it on this table. And then I have those 2 pots, which I'm gonna fill up with like those being my centerpieces, and then like more of these around them and stuff. And then I have those full from our Topanga house, all the cuttings. So I'm gonna just put these babies. Oh my god, I just did that. I just made a mess. Great job, Jen. And then I'm gonna put these places too. So, and then I have to figure out the air plants, because these can just, you know, they need to be cleaned up and everything. But I thought it'd be really cool to have, like, for the centerpiece of the table, like something and something, I don't know. So I'm just working on that. And then even though I do really like those and that as that centerpiece, but I need to just, yeah, I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking, and nice. I have to do it all myself because it's a one-woman job.
The next thing that we're going to do is understand how plugins work. So what are plugins? Plugins allow you to add more features to your website. So as an example, WordPress by default doesn't have a contact form, but you can download and install a plugin that will allow you to have that feature for free. Another example is it doesn't have a really good gallery for your images, but you can easily download a plugin that will allow you to have a really nice gallery. So there's tons and tons of examples. There's SEO plugins, there's visual site builders, there's buttons. You can add all types of buttons to your website. There's plugins for shopping carts. That's one of the best things about WordPress, is that people build free plugins that you can install, obviously, for free. And to see the plugins that you have, just click on plugins. And we can see all of these plugins that are added. Now, the hosting company has added some that you don't need here, so we can go ahead and just deactivate them so that we're starting from scratch. So what you can do is you can click this right here, and you can press deactivate and press apply. Alright, so now they're all deactivated, but they're not deleted yet. So we want to click here again and go here and press delete and apply and press OK. And this is so everyone is on the same page. We're deleting all of the plugins. And if you want to add new plugins, you just go click here and press add new. And we can add any plugin that we want. So here are the featured plugins. BuddyPress is like a social media type of plugin, and BBPress allows you to have like a forum on your website so people can talk and interact. And there's all these different things. WP Supercache makes your website faster. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of different plugins that you can add, and we can go to popular also here. And we can see WordFence is a security plugin, so that allows you to have good security on your website. And this is an SEO plugin, so that it allows you to get traffic from the search engines. So there's all these really cool page builders and Google Analytics, so that you can see who's coming to your website, and WooCommerce, so that you can have shopping carts. And the plugins are some of the best things about WordPress, because it allows you to do so many things that some of these other site builders don't allow you to do, because they don't have the community building all of these free plugins.
With plugins, it's really important to know that each one is different, and you have to read how each one works in order to know how to use it.
So to see how each plugin works, once you're on the plugin page and you've found the plugin that you want, you can read more details. So just click on more details, and you can do that for each of the plugins. And once you do that, you can get more details about the plugin. So you can see how many times it's been downloaded, what version of WordPress it is compatible with, when it was last updated. You can also see the description, which may give you some idea of what it can do, and installation, which will give you an idea of how to use it. And this is really important. I always go here and see how to use it. So every WordPress plugin is different and you need to use it in a different way. So how does it actually work? We can read here. If we still don't quite understand how it works, then it's a good idea to go to the plugin homepage. So just click on plugin homepage over here, and not every WordPress plugin has a plugin homepage, but this one is really well supported. So we can go to their plugin homepage, and then we can go to the documentation. And once we do that, we can really see how it works. So it will give us a step-by-step guide on getting started and configuring it, and really just showing you all of the things that you need to know in order to install this particular plugin. Again, not every plugin has the best documentation, but most plugins do have some sort of documentation where you could get a little more information to see how it's used.
Yeah.
No? Oh, fine. Oh, fine.
I think I remember that.
What's with that?
Was it in a
smells on
jacuzzi,
my-
something? Or
You
what?
know,
I know where that, and then he bites
he
me.
was in bed,
He just bit me, right? Oh, nice. Here.
and I had a tank next to him, and he was addicted to this shit. And his parents walked in one morning and
What is that?
couldn't get him up. Ever.
Yeah, shaky, dance.
Was he just like brain dead, or was he actually dead?
Dead?
Take dance.
Did he like attach it to his face or some shit?
I don't remember the exact story. I don't think so.
That's fucking Ah, humbug. Who sees this? Where? I want to say something with a C, like camera, the carnivals.
You raising the roof, Charlie?
Oh, you sure?
Tyler!
Themes are also really cool. If we go to Appearance and Themes, we can download all different types of themes if we press Add New right here. And what themes do is it allows you to have different designs of your website. So if we click Visit Site right now, we see that this is the design of our website. This is our website theme. And we can go ahead and click on any of these and have any of these designs. These are all free themes. And if we go to popular, we can see the most popular themes. And maybe we want to install this thing. So all we would have to do is click on it and look at its ratings, make sure it's something that we want. This is the preview of what it would look like, and press install. Now it's installing right now, and we can press activate. Click visit our site. We can see that it has changed the design. So there are thousands and thousands of different themes to choose from, and you have your choice by just going to Appearance and adding new theme. So it's super duper easy, and it's again one of the coolest things about WordPress is thousands of people are making these different themes for you.
Themes are just like plugins. Each one works different. But in this video, we're going to be going over everything that is in common with WordPress. And when it's different on the theme that we're using, I'll let you know. But each theme is different, so it's important to read the theme documentation to see how each theme works.
To get the theme documentation, the first thing that you need to do is find the name of the theme. Let's say we want the Sydney theme documentation. So note that it's called Sydney and just type it into Google. Whatever the theme name is, WordPress theme documentation. Once you do that, we should see, it should be in the first results, the theme documentation. So just click on it. And here we can read about how it works and how to use the theme, because every theme is different. A lot of these theme documentations come with video, so just go ahead and click on the video and you can see how your specific theme works. Once you can figure out how themes work by reading or watching the documentation, you can make so many things. You can make newspaper websites, magazine websites, or blog websites. You can make social media websites or membership websites. You can make shopping carts and stores. You can make nonprofit and church websites. You can make real estate websites to advertise your properties. You can make dating websites and social media websites, or you can make wedding websites or event websites. You can make so many things if you can just read and understand how that particular theme works. So it's really important to read the theme documentation just so you know how to put it all together. And it's pretty simple too.
A little Okay, stop that video. Let's try it again. We gotta teach him how to do it. Let's do it right.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. That's good.
Installing your theme again is very easy. Just go to Appearance and Themes. And we can see all of the themes that we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. And we can activate them. So we can click Activate, and this will activate this theme instead of another theme. And we can visit our site and we can see that this theme is now activated. But what if we want to add a new theme and install a new theme? We just click on Add New. And we can install any of these themes. You could look for popular, latest, favorite, and we can just install this 2017 theme right now. Press install, and we can activate it. So always make sure to activate it after. And we can visit our site and we see that the 2017 theme is installed. Looks pretty cool. There are also other ways to get themes, and that is to go to people's websites directly. So there are all these companies, other companies that allow you to use their theme. So what we can do is we can go to somewhere like Google and type in Cadence themes. So this is a very cool theme provider. I really like them. Very cool themes. We can go to the themes and we can check them out. And a lot of them are free, and some of them are paid. Another cool place to get a paid theme is themeforest.com, Theme forest dot, I don't know how to spell forest, there it is, forest.com. And we can see that they have themes for a lot of different things, but we want to click on WordPress, popular items. So here are paid themes. So we have Avada, an X theme, and we can live preview it to see what this theme looks like. And this one comes with a lot of stuff, maybe too much stuff, but that is how you get a paid theme. One of my favorite themes is from the Tesseract team. So we go to tesseracttheme.com. So that's TESSERACTTHEME.com. Press enter. Alright, once we do that, we can look at the sample sites, or we could just download the theme. I'm just going to download the theme right here. And it wants your first name and last name, and download and subscribe. Or you can just say, no thanks, I want to download the Tesseract theme for free. It's free either way, but I'm just going to enter in my name. So Tyler, and Tyler at tyler.com, and press subscribe and download. Alright, once we do that, we can download the theme. So just press download, and we can save that to our desktop. Alright, now that we've downloaded the theme to our desktop, let me show you what might happen on your browser. Sometimes, especially if you are on Safari on a Mac, the theme will come like this. It will come already unzipped, and you're like, you can't upload this folder. So what do? You right click and you press compress, and that will make it a zip again.
1, 2, 3, funky.
Hi, this is Tyler Moore, and this video is going to be a little bit different than my other videos, and I think it's much better because I'm going to show you how to make almost any WordPress website.
Now we're ready.
I'm also going to be showing you other people's websites so you can get inspiration and ideas and combine it with your website so that you can make the perfect website for yourself. I'm super excited. Let's do this.
So this is the PDF plan on how to create your website, and you can download it in the description below this YouTube video. So just go ahead and click on the download the website checklist PDF, and we can click on the save button at the top right here, or we can go to file and save page as and save it to our desktop.
In this video, there's about 30 different sections that you need to complete in order to complete the video. They are all marked on this website checklist. So once you do them, just check them off. It's as easy as that. You can also mark these off on your computer. Just check them off, then go to File and Save. I like to save it to my desktop so I'm always reminded to keep progressing through the video. After each section is completed, I play for you guys a random home video clip. This is just me and my family having fun and playing around. The content of the video is not important at all. What is important is that it acts as a reminder. It's a reminder to check off the checklist. You are done with another section. It's also a reminder to get up, breathe, do some jumping jacks. This will help you remember all the content better. After you get up and shake it off and check off the checklist, if you want to skip the home videos, all you have to do is click here. This will work if you're on a desktop, but if you're on a mobile device, then you have to just fast forward just a little bit.
And we can minimize this window right here. And let's just drag the checklist so that we can see it. All right, now that it's right here, we can double click and open it up. And here it is. And now that we've downloaded it, we can check off download or print checklist. So we've done that. And then we can go to File and Save, and it will save our progress. So now when we come back to this, maybe tomorrow or the next day, I mean, I'm sure you're not stopping right now, but when you come back to it, you can see how far along you are in your progress. Also, if you click on just KR, and once we go there, we can watch how it is made, and you should probably do that if you're new. We can exit out of here, and we can search for graphics. Maybe we'll just search for something like abstract. And once we find something that we like, we can change the color of it over here, drag it, resize it, position it, and you can also put in some text here. So just put in some text, and we can say 5 of 100 or whatever it is. And we can change the font just by clicking on it and going here, and maybe we want it to be pixelated. And there's so many different font options and everything, and we can make it handwriting or decorative or just simple and modern. All right, and then we can make it bigger like this, and we can make this smaller, and you can also just highlight everything and change both of the colors to whatever you want. If you want a white logo, then just right click and press black background so that you can see it. Alright, and you can make it however you want it to be, and you can press save, and it will download, and just drag it to your desktop again. Now that we've downloaded our logo, it's time to upload it to our website. So we can just go ahead and visit site. And remember, uploading a logo to your website is going to be different depending on which theme you use. So it's really theme dependent. So you really want to go back to that documentation and read how you upload it to our website. But most of the time it will be in the customizer section. So just click on customize. And we can go to header options and header logo. Then select image and select files and find that logo and press open. Now our logo looks the same as the text, but this is just an example of what it could look like. So there we go. And we can press save and publish and exit out of there.
Navigate away from the hole. Yay! Good walk. Come here.
Next, I'm going to show you how to delete pages, because right here we have the sample page, and if we click on it, we can see that it's not really useful, and we don't want it on our website. We don't want a sample page on our website. So how do we do that? We can hover over the title and go back to our dashboard, and then we can click on pages, and we see this sample page, and we can click trash. And then we can go to the trash and we can delete it permanently by clicking on it or hovering over it and clicking delete permanently. Now if we go back to our website by hovering over here, clicking visit site, we'll see that that page is gone.
Oh, you're so smart.
And look at that cheese.
Yes, you are. I love you. Where's Uncle Ryan? That one. That way. That way.
But where's your favorite uncle? I'm right here. I'm right here.
Right here.
Quit looking at Ryan.
That's good.
Quit looking at Ryan. Your favorite uncle.
Right here.
Where's your favorite?
Over here.
Uncle Randall.
Very forced. You want the fuck on me? Yeah? Okay, good boys. You can sit on my Chinese nuts.
No thanks.
No? You sure? I don't sweat too much.
Nice. I like it. Is that real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that walking, Charlie. Where are you going?
Teresa, is there a limp in your
You
video?
have your own, but Jake's not using it, so I think it's okay.
You can borrow it.
Oh, really?
Thank you.
What happened?
He's going to the airport. Someone tagged him.
Oh,
They
geez.
had ice on a bridge. There's an accident in front of them. Her Uber driver slowed down.
Yeah?
And someone behind them didn't slow down and hit them.
Wow, were you in this car?
Huh? No.
Thank you for giving us the abridged version.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm tired of
That
hearing
would have
this fucking
been-
story.
Yeah, clip notes. I'll come to you for the clip notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, this could have took an hour.
Make a long story short, Washington airport car accident here now.
Yes.
Here's what it started off. Well, it was.
Interesting part in an Uber.
Alright, now that we deleted the sample page, we can see that there's no pages up here, but we want pages up here because that's what will make our website good. Have an about page, a services page, a products page, things like that. So how do we do that? Well, I'm going to show you the old way of doing it, the original WordPress way, and then I'm going to show you a newer and better way of doing it. Alright, so how do we do it? We go to the dashboard by hovering over our name and clicking on dashboard. And then we go over to pages, click on that, and then click on add new. So click add new. And we can call this anything that we want. Let's call this about page. And we can paste in text here or do it visually here. And what we can do is just click on this to toggle it, and this is just like Microsoft Word, so you can bold things, italic things, you know, left align, center align, right align, add images by clicking on this. And so let's just see how to do that. If you are pasting from somewhere, like you wrote your about text in Microsoft Word, make sure to click this, paste as plain text. Because what that is going to do is it's going to strip out all of the formatting. So sometimes Microsoft Word does some weird formatting and you don't want it to like paste in some weird characters on your website. So just go like this, and then we're going to paste that in there. All right, so now we have text in there, and now how do we get an image in here? So we just add media right here. Wherever your cursor is, it will be. So add media. Upload files, select files, and then select anything that you want. We'll just pick whatever file that we want and then press insert into page, and then there we have it. And you can insert other things like here. We could go to add media and upload files and select files, and we can insert, you know, anything that we want. Let's see, maybe we'll insert this one. And insert into page. Okay, so that is looking okay. Not the best. We click publish and we can view our page, and we see an about page there, and we see our image there. So, you know, it looks okay. It looks pretty good. But we have this sidebar here which we probably don't want. So how do we get rid of that? And we can do that by clicking on edit page and going over here to templates. So we have a full width page or a right sidebar. The default template is the left sidebar, so we want to click on the full width page and press update, and now we have a full width about page, and it looks pretty terrible, but obviously yours will look a lot better than this. You'll spend a lot more time on it. So that's the old way of making a page, and yeah, it looks pretty crappy. So now I'm going to show you the new way on how to make a page. So let's go back into our dashboard.
Yeah, so
Look at
nice.
Jake. Jake's
Thank
like,
you so
I
much.
don't mind though.
Jake says, I like my box.
Look,
When you turn one, Jake, we've got you covered.
Aw.
Let's send them down the hill. Yeah. Except for that one, you can't really steer.
No, the
Alright. Got a little
We
bell.
have to wrap it just a little.
sure.
Get ready.
The Schwinn. Oh my god, you guys. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Take it down to the beach path.
Yeah.
Oh, you can touch though. This is like a little big, huh?
Oh, we'll grow into it. This is so cool, you guys. Thank you so much.
It's a little big, huh?
You look so awesome. Look, Charlie.
Push him over. Push him over.
Oh, Joey!
Seriously, thank you guys. That is so awesome.
What's the card say?
The card says, let's read the card. Charlie. Enjoy the ride. Vroom vroom, Charlie. Uncle Ryan and Tia Shirley, we love you lots. Second Christmas.
Yeah.
That was nice, guys.
That's really nice, thank you.
Both of them.
Before I show you the new way on how to make a website, I want to show you some examples so that you can get some ideas on what you can make.
Whenever I'm making a new page, I like to get some ideas by going to other people's websites. So maybe if you're making a product page, you can go to the Apple website and you can look at their product page and you can see how to make your page just like theirs, or obviously you'd probably change it a little bit. But you can do all of this and it's all really easy. This is just a headline and this is just one under it with 2 links and an image. So it's really not that hard, but sometimes the simplest things are the hardest. We can also go to a different website to get some more ideas. Here's a website, Uber Rush, that has a video in the background, and we definitely can do this, and we can put a video in the background, text over it, and a button. That's really easy to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Another thing that I like to do is I like to go to Yelp and look up an industry that is similar to mine. I don't do yoga, but this is just an example. And search for the different websites and find one that you like the most and go to their website. And we can see, oh, okay, this looks pretty good. They have a big image in the background right here with text over it and a button. We can definitely do something like this. Another thing that I like to do is go to a website that has the best landing pages or the best pages that are designed. One of my favorite websites is lapa.ninja, LAPA.NINJA, and it has all of the best designs. So you can definitely get a lot of inspiration from a website like this. And another one that I like to get inspiration from is Behance. So just go to behance.net and look in the web design category and you can look at all of the best designs. So those are some of my tips for making pages that really stand out and that are the best in the world. So what we want to do is we want to click on plugins because we need a new plugin. Plugins, again, add cool features to your website. So click on plugins and click add new, and we can search for a plugin called Beaver Builder. B-E-A-V-E-R, next word, builder, B-U-I-L-D-E-R. All right, then press install now, and it's installing. And we can click on activate. Now it's activated, nothing crazy has happened yet. But now we can go to pages, and let's say we want, in addition to our about page, we want to add a new services page. So add new, we're going to type in the title right here, services, and we're going to make it full width. Make sure to make it full width and press publish. Don't add anything here, press publish. Alright, once we do that, we can view our page, and it doesn't look like anything crazy. It's all blank. But up here, there's a new page builder. So go ahead and click on that and press no thanks because I'm going to show you. Cancel this. And now we can control what the website looks like. Let me just show you some very cool instant gratification type things. If you click on content blocks, again, this is only for the Tesseract theme. Then we have different things to add here. And we can click on, let's say we want this explore. And so that now is looking very cool. And we can click it again, content blocks, and we can, add more things. So we can add this to it. And our page is being built right in front of our eyes. So we can click it again and we can add, I don't know, this. Schedule a visit. And now, it's really starting to look like an amazing page. In order to edit this, all you have to do is hover over it and click on the wrench icon. If you want to change the background image, just hover over it and click on the wrench. And where it says background photo, select the photo. So select any photo that you want. You can upload any photo right there. And you can do the same for these. To add a completely new row and column, you can just go back to add content and go to row layouts. So these are different rows and they have different columns. So as you can see for this one, it has one column. So just one center column. In this one, it has 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this one would be this one that you're adding. This one would be this one. That sounds crazy. But you can see that there's 3 different columns here. For this one, it's 2 different columns. So there's a column here and there's a column here. And so you can add 5 columns, 6 columns, or however many you want. Let's see how this works. So you click, hold, and drag. That's dragging 3 columns. And let's put it in between here. Alright, now we have 3 columns up here and 3 down here. And now we can add text if we want, just a text editor. And when you can put in text. Alright, obviously yours is going to be better. You can add more content, and you can put in a photo. Let's drag in a photo. We can select photo. Let's drag in this one. Alright, so there's our photo, and you can add more content, and you can put in, you know, a video if you want. You can put in a video. You can also duplicate these layers by clicking on this and dragging it here. Alright, so obviously that looks really ugly, so we're going to delete it. Go like that and press OK. So for this, you can also edit the buttons. So you can just hover over here and click on this, and we can see what the buttons are. We can also add new buttons if we want to by going to add content, and then there's a button right here. So this is a link button. We click on and drag it, and we can add a button there, and we can call it whatever we want. New button. And you can make the font size big. You can link it to whatever page you want. Or if you want it to go to about, we just start typing about. Or start typing about. And clicking on it, and it will go to our about page. So we press save, and we click it again, and we can, you know, center it or add an icon or change the color. Put it in the center. Let's do that. And you can make it bigger, add padding to it, which is how much space is on each side of it. Let's make it a little bigger, and we can save it. And we can press done and publish changes, and we can see that this button will go to our about page. Pretty cool. And this page looks a lot better than the other pages. So we can go again to page builder, and we can exit out of here and delete that. And press done and publish changes. This could be our services page, so we can have all of our different services on here. Alright, so that is the new way of adding pages. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the pages here. And it just takes a little getting used to, a little playing around with, but it's pretty easy.
Juice is done. In the juicer. Carrots, celery, raspberries, whatever this is.
Cucumber, bell pepper,
Cucumber, bell pepper,
spinach, arugula.
juice. Yum. Shaky, 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 shaky. And juice.
One more, babe.
That's it.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
What we're going to do now is create a home page. So just go ahead and go to the dashboard and click on pages, and let's make a page called home. So click add new, and let's type in home. So once we do that, we can set the template to full width so that there's no sidebar, and press publish. Now when we view our page, we're going to see our home page, and we see we have 2 homes right here, which doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to show you how to do that later. But for now, let's just go to the page builder, and let's add in some content by clicking on content blocks and adding in some home page. Maybe we'll do glacier snow, and we'll add some images. and maybe some text. All right, and we can of course move all of this around. Maybe we'll add the text, then the images. There we are. Whoops. Do that again. All right, and press done and publish changes. This will be our home page. All right, you'll probably do a much better job than what I'm doing right now. After we add the home page, we can see that it's not actually on our home page. It's not on our main page. It's on ourwebsite.com/home. And if we actually go to our home page, we can see that it's this blog-like thing right here, which we don't want. So how do we make the home page actually our home page? So what we can do is we can go into our dashboard. So go up here and click on dashboard, and then go to settings and reading. Once we're there, it's going to say front page displays as your latest post. No. A static page. Yes. And the front page is the page that we named home. We can make our front page the about page or the blog page or the services page, but we're going to make it the one logically that we named home. So once we do that, we can press save changes. And now when we go back to our website, once it saves changes, we can go and visit site, and we can see that now that is changed into our home page. So that's pretty cool. So that is how you set your home page to home. The next thing that we're going to do is learn how to edit the menu, and that controls these links up here. So what if you want these in a different order? Maybe we want blog to be last, and down here maybe we want the about us to be here, but also terms of use or terms of service down here. So we can do that by going to the dashboard, and let me just open up a new page here, and we can do that by holding command, or if you're on a PC, hold control and clicking on it. We open up a new tab there. Let's go to appearance, then menus. And now let's give it a menu name. Since we're going to be adding this menu to the top, to the head, we're going to name it header. And we're going to create menu. Then it's going to ask us, where do you want this menu to be? We don't want the header menu to be in the footer, we want it to be in the header. So we're going to check off header, and we're going to press save menu. Once we do that, it's going to ask us to add different pages. So the first page that we want on our menu is home. It's already there in the same position, but press home and add to menu. Or we can add all of them and add to menu. Alright, now this will allow us to rearrange the menu how we want. So I want blog to be last. I want store to be second to last. I want about to be second, and home to be first, and services to be third. Alright, so that's not how it is now. So it's home about services store blog. It's home about blog services store. So if we press save menu and click refresh, it will rearrange. So now it's home about services store blog. Home about services store blog. What we can also do is have a secondary menu. So when we hover over, another menu comes down here. It's called a sub menu. And we do that just by indenting. So if we want our services to be under about, then we press save menu. And now we refresh and that goes away. But when we hover over about, we see this services. So that's kind of cool if you have a lot of menu items and you don't want it to look really crowded up here because there's only a limited amount of space up here. But we're not going to do that, so we're just going to press Save Menu. And then you can do the same thing with the footer. So we can create a new menu by pressing Create Menu, create a new menu. And then we can name this one Footer and press Create Menu and then do the same. And it's going to ask us where we want it. We want it in the footer, obviously, like our feet at the bottom. And we're going to add just the About and Home there. So we're going to add to Menu and Home, About. That's a good order. And press Save Menu. And now when we look at this, it will only have Home and About in our footer menu. So that is how you edit the menu and rearrange it.
Charlie, is that delicious? Is that yummy? Yeah? Is that good? Merry Christmas Eve! I love you.
Next, we're going to talk about our header and footer colors. So how do we change this? And remember, this is theme specific. So this only works on the Tesseract theme. If you want to change your own theme's colors, you have to first see if that option is available, and then you have to read the theme documentation like we went over already. All right, so how do we do this? We go to Customize, and we go to Header Options. And we go to header colors, and then we can change whatever color that we want. So that's very cool, I think. And if we want a white, we can do that. Or we can make it, gray, or whatever color that we want. All right, and then we can change also the link color. So we can change this to black if we want, or gray. And when we hover over it, it will hover a color, and we can change that too. So we can make that a black. All right, and if there's text up here, because you can put text up here, you can change that color also. Then we can press Save and Publish, and you can also copy the color because maybe you want that same color in the footer also. So we go back again, and we go to Footer Options, and we can scroll down here and go to Footer Colors, and we can paste in that exact color code. Alright, and we can keep it white if we want. It looks kind of cool. And press Save and Publish and exit out of there. And that's how you change your header and footer colors. The next thing that we're going to do is create a contact form. It's a little different than other pages because we have to download a plugin. And the great use of a contact form is so people don't need to copy and paste your email address when they want to contact you. All they do is fill out a form on your website and it gets sent to your email. So it's pretty cool. Alright, so to do it, just hover over your title and go to your dashboard. And once we do that, we can go to Pages, and we can add a new page. And this one's going to be called Contact. And I'm going to do full width here. Now, different themes have different default full width right sidebar, so yours may not have full width, but just do full width page and press Publish. We'll publish this. Now you can make your contact form with the regular text editor and visual options here, but we're going to make it in the page builder. So we're just going to press View Page, and we're going to go to Page Builder, and you can create your however you want your contact form to look. We're just going to keep it real simple. We're going to go to Content Blocks, and we're just going to put in a Google map right here. And we're going to reduce the size a little bit. So we're going to click on this wrench, and we're going to make it 250 pixels tall. There we go. And then we're just going to put the contact form below here. But we don't have a contact form. WordPress by default doesn't come with a contact form. So we are just going to press Done and Publish Changes for now. And we're going to come back to it. Now what we need to do is go back to the dashboard and get a contact form plugin. So click on Plugins and click Add New. And we can search for contact form 7. That's my favorite contact form 7, and press install now. And now it is installing, and it's installed, and now we activate it on our website. Alright, once that happens, we have a new contact menu item right here. So we could click on contact, and we can click on contact form 1. It's already built for us. And here you can, change anything that you want about your contact form. We're just going to keep it regular, and we're going to go to mail, and we're going to make sure our email address is in the to. All right, so to Tyler@tyler.com. Obviously, it will be your email address. So just make sure that's there, and then go back to contact, and we can copy this short code. So this is the code of our contact form. And wherever we paste in this code, that's where the contact form is going to show up. So we're going to go back to pages and back to contact. And we're going to launch the page builder. And we're going to add under basic modules just a text editor, because we just need to paste in that text. And we can keep it on visual, that's fine, and just paste it in there. All right, and it doesn't look like much, but we press save, and that contact form shows up, which is pretty cool. But it is way too wide, and that kind of looks funny. So what we can do is click on the wrench icon and go to advanced and go for the margin. Actually, we'll do, margin left, we'll do 200, margin right, we'll do 200. So now it looks like a little better. Maybe we could even do 250. 250 and 250. Alright, so that looks a little better, looks a little more clean and not so wide, easier on the eyes. Then press done and publish changes, and now we have a contact form, and when someone fills it out and presses send, it will go right to your email address. Alright, and obviously you can make this page look much better. Alright, so that's how you make a contact form.
Get in that sock.
What is that? Whoa.
Yeah, get it.
Okay, let's dance. Let's walk the moon.
What is that? He
Dance,
likes
Jake,
it.
dance. It's Charlie's favorite toy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's shake it up.
Maria? Would you like to do the others? Yeah,
What do you guys have to say?
Hello? I had New Year's
I
resolution.
have a feeling this one's gonna be a winner. That's Scott 50. Sorry.
Billy Turner?
Alright. Go down.
Have you been sitting on an F5 key lately?
32.
Because your ass is refreshing.
43.
Wow,
What
Ryan.
did he say?
I said, have you been sitting on the F5 key because your ass is refreshing?
Who's next? More baby.
Oh.
Why don't we do one of...
Before we create our blog, let's look at some examples of other people's blogs so that we can get some inspiration and maybe get some ideas for our own blog. So here is Tim Ferriss's blog, and we have the blog articles over here on the left. There's different blog articles. And on the right, we have the sidebar right here. So in the sidebar, it has different things like he could be selling products or selling books or more blogs. So we have the most popular blogs here, and we can click on them and we can read more. And usually they try to get your email signed up. So this is Tim Ferriss's blog, just one example. This is James Altucher's blog, and we have the blog post again on the left and some of his most popular blogs on the right here. And we can go ahead and click on some of these things on the right, and he wants to get your email address so that you can sign up and he can send you more things and eventually maybe ask you to buy some of his products. This is another blog that I like. This is zenhabits.net. Very cool. And this one doesn't have any sidebar, and it has a whole bunch of, if we go back to the main blog, all the blog articles or blog posts, and we can go ahead and click on one. And if we scroll down, we can read it.
he is at the bottom here selling his ebook. So if we click on that, it's, yeah, $5 to get his ebook. So people usually, they provide content that is really good that gets picked up in the search engines, and then they will ask you to buy something that is maybe even bigger or better. Here's another travel blog, and again, he's trying to get your email address. And this is Nomadic Matt, and he travels around the world, and he will teach you how to travel around the world for $50 a day or whatever it is. And he has his blog articles on the left here, and you could read more, and he is selling things on the right, or maybe there's more blog articles on the right. This is MailChimp's blog right here. We can go to their regular blog, and they don't have any sidebar or anything. They just have it, just the articles in order, so we can look at one or the other. I really like the way that this is designed, and we can click on it and we can read the entire article. What they're trying to do here is get picked up by the search engines so that you will sign up for their service. They have a service where they are making it easy for you to build an email list. So in all of these blogs, they try to get your emails, and in this on MailChimp.com, they're trying to sell the service of making it easy to do that. So I do like MailChimp. Just as a side note, they offer a free forever plan that allows you to have 2,000 emails, I think. So I've used them before, and they're pretty good. I'm not affiliated with them or anything. Just wanted to mention that. So that is how blogs work, but let's see how to actually build one ourselves. Your blog is super important to a lot of different websites. Some websites don't have them, but a lot do. So if we click on blog right now, we're going to see that it looks like just the regular page. So how do we make this into an actual blog page? What we can do is we can go to the dashboard, and we can go to settings and reading, and set the post page to blog. So this is where your blog posts are going to be. So you just create a page called blog, and then the post page to blog. Then click Save Changes. And once we do that, we can go back to our website, and we can click on blog and see what it looks like. Alright, so here is your blog, and you will see different posts right here and a sidebar right here where you can have different advertisements, or you can, have AdSense where you get money from Google, or your own products here, or you can have a search or your other blog posts. Your post will show up right here, and we can click on them, and the user would be able to read the whole post, so whatever you write about. Alright, we can go back. To add a new blog post, what you can do is hover over New and click Post, or we can go to the dashboard and we can go to Posts, and we can see all of them. We can delete this if we want to, and we can add new post. Let's see. We could just, you are the 5%, and then we can, paste in, some dummy text, and we can add in an image somewhere. Let's add an image after the first paragraph. Add media, upload files, select files. Let's go to our desktop. We have this image, and we can insert it into post, but first let's note the size. We want it to be large size or full size, and we want it to be in the center, and it links to nothing. So we can make this a link to another page. We'll link it to nothing and insert into post. Alright, so there it is, and we can publish it. And now we can view our post if we want to. There it is, looking pretty nice. And you can obviously, mess with the paragraphs, get the spacing right and everything. And someone can leave a comment, and I'll show you more about comments in a little while. But we can also go back to blog, and we can see that there's a new blog post called You Are the 5%, and there's another one called, Hello World, and we can click on any of them, and we can see them. So that's pretty cool.
All right, everyone in? Whoa.
Almost. Yep, we're in.
You in, Charlie? Oh yeah, Charlie's in.
Oh, he cozy.
Oh, he real cozy. All right, where are we going?
We're going to our office space. We tried out an office space and we subletted it from our neighbor who we found on Craigslist, who happened to be our neighbor.
Weird coincidence.
Weird coincidence. Very cool. But we do not use it enough. So we're going to move out. We're moving out.
Rather be with family
That's
than
right.
in a stupid office.
I agree.
Family's number one.
That's right.
Business number two. But we'll still do good at business, right?
Yeah, we have to do good business. So we
Now it's telling me I need to put on my seatbelt.
safety first.
All right.
Yay, I'm so excited to move out of the office and get the furniture into the house.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. When are we gonna get the
Onwards and upwards.
the Christmas tree then?
Soon.
This week?
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right, what about the sidebar right here? How do we control all of this? Maybe we don't want categories or meta. And want to change this around. We want to put in our advertisements or AdSense so that we can make some money on our website. To do that, we go to the dashboard and we go to Appearance and Widgets. Now let's open up a new site right here and go back to our blog. All right, in the primary sidebar, you see it has search, recent posts, recent comments, search, recent posts, recent comments. So that correlates with that. So let's take away meta. So you just click right here and press delete, and that goes away. And now we can refresh and we don't see this meta anymore. It's gone. All right, so how do we add things that we want? Well, you can just put in some text or HTML. And a lot of times advertisers will give you like the HTML, the code in order to put into your website. But we can just put hello there. Hi there, Tyler. And we can refresh this and we can see that it goes hello there, hi there, Tyler. All right, but maybe that is not what we want. We don't want that. Maybe we want some images in there, links to our products that we're selling, whatever. So to do that, we need, instead of entering in HTML and having to code things or learn how to code, I mean, it's definitely useful. So if you want to learn, just learn, look up a YouTube video, how to do HTML. But you can also just click on plugins. And then we're going to look for Black Studio Tiny MCE. I know that's a really strange name for it, but it's going to allow you to edit things visually in your sidebar. So just click install now and then click activate. Once we do that, we can go back to appearance and widgets. And we can see if we scroll down here the visual editor. So just click on it, hold, drag it where you want, and now you can add media, and we can add image if we want. This can be like an advertisement. We could put advertisement for someone else so they can pay you for your blog. All right, once we do that, we can go ahead and look at this, and we see we have a little image here, and obviously you can make it a link or do whatever you want with it. Have anything that you want in here, and to make it a link is really easy. You just click on it, click link, and then it could go to any other page you want or any other website that you want. Just type in the URL right here and press enter, and then close it up, and it's all done. So that's how you get anything in the sidebar area right here.
Jennifer Moore.
This is the office. So it sold me on the office, not the screen. Yes.
Sorry, can you tell me again what is the reset that you want me to do? Okay, press and hold down the scroll wheel on the steering wheel.
The next thing that we're going to talk about is comments. Comments can be on any page, but most of the time they're on your blog. So if we click on blog and click on this title here, we can go down and we can see comments here, and we can also leave a comment. So this is a new comment, and obviously people can leave a comment. So we can post the comment, and you know, we can see it. So how do we enable and disable comments, and also how do we delete comments? So if we click on edit post and go to screen options and click off discussion and comments and go down, and we can allow or not allow comments. So we can uncheck this and press update, and that will make it so people cannot have any comments. So if we look at it now, there are still comments, but comments are closed, and we can delete both of these comments so that, you know, they no longer show up here. So what we can do is go to the dashboard and click on comments, and we can delete both of these comments or all of them, and just move them to trash and apply. And if we go back to our site, we can go to our blog, and we can see that there are no comments in here now. But sometimes you probably want comments on your blog to get people engaged. But we can also add comments to this services page if we wanted to. We could add comments here. We could go to edit page and go to screen options. Again, check discussion and comments and allow comments, and press update. When we do that, we can view the page, and now people can leave comments. So that's pretty cool. We go back to edit page, and we can disable comments if we want to, which we probably want to because we don't want comments on our regular pages most of the time. Alright, so that's how you add and delete comments and administrator them. Administrator them? And administrate them? Administrate them.
It's a shell.
The next thing that we're going to do is learn how to change the title of the website. If we hover over our website right here on the top left, it says 5 of 100, just another WordPress website. Obviously, I don't want it to say that. It needs to describe my business somehow because that's what shows up in the search engines. Alright, so if we hover over here and go to our dashboard, then go and hover over settings and go to general. Here we can change the site title. So if we want it to be something different than 5 of 100, this is usually our business name up here, and right here our tagline is just like our slogan, or it can describe your website. So this website is about the 1 out of 20 people who actually complete this video. So I'm just going to say 1 out of 20 made it. All right, but obviously you will describe your business. If you're a plumbing services, you can say I make plumbing services. Or if you're a jeweler, you can say I sell jewelry right here. Whatever you want it to be, and this will be your business name. All right, so once we're done with that, we can press Save Changes, and we can go back to our website, and we can see that this has changed up here. So that's how to change the title of your website.
There. That's what you wanted? You wanted the camera? Huh?
He loves the camera.
He really
Scary.
does.
This is scaring me. I'm scared.
He takes after his mommy.
Oh my god.
Mama.
Aw, hi, beautiful.
Oh, don't hit the camera lens.
Be nice to the camera.
Hi. No, it's just not clean. Ugh. Next, we're going to look at a couple of examples of different stores that are built in WordPress, not only for inspiration, but for some ideas on how our store can be. So let's go check it out.
So this is Boosted Board's website. They sell electric skateboards. It looks pretty good. This is DJI's website. They sell drones, so you could take aerial footage. Looking good. This is GoPro's website, and they are selling a new GoPro, and you can add it to cart right here. This is a website that sells jewelry. Looks very nice and fancy. This is Snoop Dogg's website. It's a snooper market. He sells stuff. This is the WooCommerce website. They are the ones who actually make the shopping cart that we are going to be using. So they sell extra plugins and extra themes and things that you can do to extend your shopping cart, so you can have things like a membership website that can take payments. And on this website, it's not a physical good, so we can add to cart and it'll just be a digital download. So that's kind of cool. All of these things right here are physical goods, but this one is a virtual good, so it's a digital download. On the Tesla website, they sell shirts, so that's a pretty common thing to be selling. And on this masterclass website, they sell a course. So you can enroll in a course from someone who's a master in their industry. You can pre-enroll and they'll charge your credit card, and then you'll get access to the class. So those are just some of the examples of the stores and shopping carts that you can make with WordPress. So how do we set up a store so that we can sell products? That's pretty easy. We need a plugin called WooCommerce. This is by far the most popular plugin out there for the shopping cart. So just go to plugins and click add new and type in WooCommerce, W-O-O commerce, C-O-M-M-E-R-C-E, WooCommerce. All right, should be the first one with 1 million active installs, and press install now and activate. All right, once we activate it, it's going to show us this screen, and let's press let's go. And okay, it's telling you about the different pages. Go to continue, and it wants to know where I'm based. I'm in the United States, in California, and my dollar is United States dollar, pounds is fine, inches is great. Then we have shipping and tax information. Yes, I will be, shipping physical goods, so just continue. Payments, how do we accept payments? So for this, you're going to need to sign up for PayPal or Stripe is what I recommend. So just sign up for that and then just click one of these. I'm just going to do PayPal standard and say that my email address is tyler@tyler.com so people can pay me in that way. And I'm going to press continue. All right, and I'm going to say no thanks to that. And then now it's going to say, okay, create your first product. So you're going to say, okay, create my first product. Let's do this. And the product name is, some product. And it will guide you through all of this. So just keep on, going through it. You can do downloadable products and things like that if you're selling PDFs or informational things or your, consulting services. All right, maybe we'll make it awesome product. And here is the description of the product. All right, and then we give it a price. So we're gonna say this one is, $500, and you could give it a sale price if you want. And you can add in images and all that stuff. So we're gonna set this product image, and we're gonna set it to this one. And we are going to save this, publish it. All right, now we can see our product. If we click on this link here, we can see that we have a cool product here, and we can add it to the cart, and we can view the cart, and we can see that our cart page is not really set up properly. So go to edit page, because there's a sidebar right here, and we want it to be full width page. And press update. And now when we view it, we can see that, it looks pretty cool. We can proceed to checkout. We could see that our checkout page isn't very good because it has a sidebar here. So we edit page and make it a full width page and press update. And we can view our page. And now that is looking pretty good. And now people can pay through PayPal, and that will go right to your PayPal. So where is all of the store, products and everything? How does that get displayed? So we can click on store, and we can see that nothing is here right now, and that's because we haven't set it up yet to do that. So what we need to do is go back to the dashboard, and they have actually made it for us. So if we go to pages, we can see that the shop is right here. So they made something called, instead of store, they made it called shop. So we can go ahead and view that page, and we can see that we only have one product right here, and we can click on it and we can go through the whole thing again, adding the products and changing this around and doing whatever we want. So how do we get it up here though? That's pretty easy. If we go to customize and go to menu and go to header, we can add in that shop instead of the store. So we can remove this and add a menu item and add the shop. There it goes. And save and publish. And exit out of here. And now we have the shop instead of store, which has our product in here. Can you pick me another one? Thank you. The next thing that we're going to do is see how we can get an email address, because you don't want your email to be something at gmail.com or something at outlook.com. You want it to be your name at yourwebsite.com. That looks a lot more professional. So what we want to do is open up the email that HostGator gave you, and if you're on a different host, that's okay too. Just go into the control panel. That's where you're going to be getting your email from. So just go ahead and click on it and copy in your username and password. Alright, and pressing login. And once we do that, we can scroll down and we can look around for something that says email. There it goes, email. And so just click on email accounts. And you can also set it up with Google email, which is probably a lot better, but it costs money. So just click on email accounts. And the email is going to be Tyler at 5of100.com. The password is going to be whatever the password is. And the quota for them, how much space you're giving them, is going to be 500 megabytes. You can make an unlimited amount of space, but we're just going to keep it at 500 megabytes. And then how do we say create account right there? Okay, so create account. All right, and so the email account has been created. So how do we now access that email? To do that, just click on email accounts, and we go to our new email that we created here, and we have to press set up a mail client. Set up a mail client, okay, and we are using, you could use anything that you want, but we are using Mac OS Mail app, and to figure out how to do that, do you need 10.7 or 10.4 plus, or do we need 10.8 Lion plus? And to do that, we can, if you're on Windows, just do whatever you have. If you have Outlook 2000 or Outlook 2007 or Outlook 2010, you can use that. But since we're on a Mac, we have to figure out, what we're using. And to do that, just go up here, press About This Mac, and we have 10.11.6. So that would be this one right here. All right, so we could just use the IMAP over SSL. That's fine. Click on it and press Proceed. Once that happens, it's going to give us a little download. You can just drag it to the desktop and click on it, and it will begin configuring it for you. All right, press Continue. And it wants to know our password, so whatever password that you entered. Alright, and we are done. So now we need to open up our mail. So to do that, we can go up here and search terminal. We can search for mail and click it. And now our mail will open. We can press continue. And we can go to mailbox and we can see that we are on our mail right here. So let's see if it works. Let's go from Tyler at tyler.com. Let's compose mail to Tyler at 5of100.com and say hello. How are you doing? And press send. And it's sent. And we can sync it. Oh, there it goes. So we see it right here. Hello, how are you doing? And we can reply to it. And we can say doing just fine. All right. And we can send that. And it should send to us. There we go. So that is how you set up the mail. And if you're on Windows or anything else, then it's going to be slightly different, but still pretty easy. Just download the file, double click it. It should all set up for you. Alright, congratulations, you've learned how to create a WordPress website yourself. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm Tyler Moore. Thank you so much.